Am I the asshole? For refusing to attend my sister's wedding due to a scheduling conflict? Am I the asshole? For refusing to attend my sister's wedding due to a scheduling conflict? My sister, Emma, is getting married in a few weeks, and I've been excited to be part of her special day. However, here's where the dilemma begins. I'm a medical student, and my final exams are scheduled to take place on the same day as her wedding. This wasn't my choice, it's a university-mandated exam date. I've been working tirelessly for years to get to this point, and failing these exams is not an option. I explained the situation to Emma, and she was extremely upset. She accused me of not caring about her, being selfish, and prioritizing my education over her big day. She even said that I could find a way to make it work if I wanted to. Her and my parents are putting a lot of pressure on me to reschedule the exams or find a way to attend the wedding. I feel caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't want to miss my sister's wedding, but I also can't jeopardize my entire medical career because of the scheduling conflict. Am I the asshole for choosing my exams over her wedding, or is she being unreasonable in her expectations? And prioritizing my education over her big day. Well, yes. Guilty as charged, but not wrong. You've worked too long and too hard to reach this moment. Take the exam, and good luck. Not the asshole. She even said that I could find a way to make it work if I wanted to. That's a child's reaction to adversity. Her and my parents are putting a lot of pressure on me to reschedule the exams. Lamau, and how are you supposed to do that exactly? Ask your university to pick another date because it's your sister's wedding? Not the asshole. They are unreasonable. Go to your exam, then to the wedding if you still can or want to, obviously. Don't dump your medical career because of a wedding. They should understand that your education and your future are more important than your sister's wedding. Not the asshole. If she wanted you there so much, she would have talked to you before setting her wedding date. Back when she picked the date, you may not have known the exact date of your exams, but you would have known the approximate weeks that would be iffy. And this isn't even a final exam for one class in which you could ask the professor about taking it at a different time. It's a big deal, and it's a shame your family is not supportive of that. There is no way on earth that you are the RO over this. Weddings are important, but other things take precedence. She sounds entitled and self-absorbed, and your parents sound like enablers. Not the asshole. I love that your sister instantly went to the "you're selfish" and would be there if you wanted to. College exams aren't easy to reschedule, let alone ones as a med student. I'm sorry everyone is making you out to be the bad guy. Not the asshole. When people make plans without you, they make plans without you. If your presence was so important, she would have made sure you could attend before setting the date. Smiley face. You're prioritizing your entire career over a party, as you should. If sis really cared about family, she'd get married on a different day, right? Nata. Prioritizing my education over her big day. Shouldn't any responsible adult be doing this except in extremely exceptional situations, which a wedding isn't, given how important the exam is? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. If there is really no way to schedule them for a different day, it is unreasonable of her to expect that you would sacrifice all of your future days for one day. There is likely no way to explain that to her that isn't going to cause tension, so a simple, "I really wish I could be there, but I won't be able to attend," is enough. Perhaps later, when the emotions have died down, you could suggest doing something special together to make up for it. Not the asshole. It's unfortunate, but med school exam schedules generally aren't changeable. Good luck to you in your exams. Not the asshole. Your future as a doctor is more important than her special day. Not the asshole by a long shot. Your school scheduled the exams and they don't allow rescheduling it. You want to go to the wedding and support your sister, but you can't. Neither of you knew when these exams would take place when she set her date. Not the asshole. Final exams as a medical student are one of the most important events in a medical professional's life. This is your special day, and it means so much to you. She should cancel her wedding and be there with you during the exams. She could find a way to make it work if she wanted to. My husband was a police officer at a crappy department looking for a better job. The process to apply was usually a written test, and if you passed that, a physical agility test, and if you passed that, a psychological test. He had finished the first 2 parts and they scheduled part 3 for the morning of our wedding, 90 minutes away. I didn't want him to miss out, so I told him to go as he should have been back in town by noon and the wedding was at 3. And that's how it turned out. All was well. We made it work. Your situation is entirely different. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your medical final exams are more important than a wedding, even if it's your sister's wedding. I'd understand if my sister had to skip my wedding due to such an important exam. If it was that important for me to attend your wedding, why didn't you consult me on the date? My medical exams are fixed and there's no way to change them, so either I'm not going to your wedding or you change your date. Either way I'll accept it. Not the asshole. You have to take your exams, no question. If your sister can't understand that, cheesy. Feel free to fill in the blank. I would also prioritize my entire academic career and my future actual career over someone's wedding. Not the asshole. I'm a medical student, and my final exams are scheduled to take place on the same day as her wedding. This wasn't my choice, it's a university-mandated exam date. If it is so important to her that you attend, she could have scheduled her wedding away from the weeks you'd probably be scheduled to pass your final exam. Not the asshole. Go and pass your exam. Info. How long ago did she communicate the date? How is it so short notice that you know your own examination dates period that this couldn't have been nipped in the bud during planning of the wedding? Like, oh yes sis, first 2 weeks of December are no-go due to finals, please take that into account. Info. Did your sister purposely put her wedding day on final exam week? She didn't double-check with you as to whether you could be there or not? That's messed up. Not the asshole. If these exams are similar to the board exams, then there is no way to reschedule unless you want to wait months until the next date. If the exams are more like finals, maybe talk to your professor about taking it at a different date or time. Or would it be possible to attend the reception only? Not the asshole. There are 3 people who absolutely must attend a wedding, so unless you're the bride, groom or officiant, your attendance is purely optional. Mute your family, focus on studying, and do great on your exams. There are a bunch of internet strangers rooting for you. Not the asshole. When you get board certified, you will find a lot more conflicts of schedule. Your sister may as well get used to your life not being hers to command much anymore. It's the nature of your professional beast, unfortunately. Not the asshole. They should have steered clear of any exam times if they wanted you there. And your career is going to have a lot of times where you can't risk a patient's care for a family event. Not the asshole. It works both ways. You could also accuse her of being selfish and not caring about you for planning her wedding during your final exams. You have worked your butt off for years to get this point, and she did not consider that there might be a scheduling conflict when planning her wedding. Yes, you are prioritizing your medical career over her wedding, and that is the way it should be. Info. Is rescheduling the exam a valid option? If so, then I think quite EA, but if it isn't, then definitely NTA. Prioritizing my education over her big day as you should, unless there's a way of having both. Not the asshole. After ops response. Not the asshole. When someone is in school, it's common knowledge that they will have exam periods, so it's well known to check with them before scheduling something important. I assume this date was scheduled well in advance, and or that these exams happen each year, so it was possible to infer when they might happen. If she didn't think to ask you ahead of time, it's on her. Not the asshole. Take the exams as scheduled.